Hello, dear viewer or viewers. I'm back again with another Dream Entry ASMR. Okay, so this one is by user LabWinch515 on Reddit. I had a baby last night. Well, I had a dream that I had a baby, to be precise. I'm a single, over 1 year celibate, 27-year-old female, so this was a really weird dream, to be honest. First, I was just admiring watching the baby while it was laying down. While it was laying down. Kind of detached at this point, until I realized a few minutes later that it was my baby. I kept going back to look at it, and then leaving, getting distracted, doing something else. Also, my mom was in the dream, even though she's dead. It was kind of nice to see her, but usually when I see her in a dream, I immediately know it's a dream, and I wake up. But this time was the first in a while, and I stayed fast asleep. Then at some point, I realized I didn't know the gender of the baby, and I wanted to know. So I pulled back the swaddle and found his little baby male parts. Then I noticed there was something else known there, like a long, skinny piece of flesh that stuck up, and I'm not sure why my brain chose to emphasize it. It made me think, how soon after one gives birth does one check their newborn's genitals? I feel like after having this dream, it's going to be the first thing I check when my kid comes out. It was kind of cool having a dream baby. I do want a baby in real life, but I would prefer to be married and settled first. At one point, while I was looking down at him, I thought about how I would have to remove my nipple rings to breastfeed. And then I thought, who the hell is the father? Since I've been celibate a while, I think that got me closer to waking up. But it still took a lot longer than what I would have expected given the situation. Another question: I somewhat recently quit coffee in an attempt to improve my cortisol levels. Am I dreaming deeper now, with better sleep? The last few mornings, I had a ton of eye crust. I feel so disoriented today because lately I've been dreaming not been dreaming much, but last night felt really real, even though there were so many signs that it wasn't. To answer your question, I don't have a straight answer for that, but I have done this to experiment, and I have quit energy, like anything with caffeine and stuff, just to see what would happen. I did this in the past a few times, and I quit drinking coffee and anything with energy, like even pop, and just drink like water and stuff. And I've noticed that I feel, once I get over the initial phases of irritability and get over the need to have caffeine, I get over that groggy feeling, because I've noticed when I stop drinking caffeine or even coffee or something for a while, I'll feel extremely groggy, and I'll feel irritable, and I'll feel very just tired all throughout the day. But I've noticed something interesting is when I go without it long enough, it's almost as if my body recalibrates, and just it's kind of like my energy levels balance out in a way. And I feel like, scientifically, what's happening is you're chemically altering your energy levels with artificial caffeine and stuff. and drinks with caffeine. And your body becomes accustomed to that over time. But when you stop for a while, your body, even though you'll have like unpleasant, like being irritable and, like some unpleasant, drowsy feelings, even though it's nothing like, going off of hard drugs or anything, but it's still unpleasant. Once you get through that initial withdrawal period of a few days, it's like your body recalibrates or rebalances out, and you're left with the normality or the normal energy levels that your body produces. So in short, to answer your question, I don't really have a straight answer for that, but I believe that what you're experiencing was the withdrawal symptoms of not having caffeine. So maybe you were feeling extra drowsy at that point. So maybe your body was more sleepy than usual. So when you went to dream, you had deeper dreams and stuff, and your body just stayed asleep in deeper states of sleep because you didn't have that caffeine in your system. And I've experienced this myself. And I've went through this similar thing where when I went off caffeine for a while, that I usually had deeper sleeps. Maybe I should do that again because I feel like I'm drinking a lot of coffee and a lot of caffeinated drinks lately. So maybe I should slow down. But yeah, it was a very interesting dream. Just about the baby and stuff, and I'm not a female or a girl, so I've never had this kind of dream. So I wouldn't know. But it's just fascinating, just hearing somebody else's perspective on a dream like this. About how the great question in the dream is who the hell's the father? And it's funny you mention that because it's like that would be the question in your mind where you would wake up. You would wake up from the dream because it's who is the father? Why isn't he here? What's going on here? Why is this baby here? But yeah. So anyways, it was a good dream. Yeah. I don't really have too much more to add to that, but thank you for listening, and you have a great day.